Live from clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus, and WKMG. We're getting results in your neighborhood now at 6:30 p.m.
Good evening. This is News 6 at 6:30, getting results. Thank you for joining us here live on News 6 Plus. I'm Ginger Gadsden.
And I'm Justin Warmoth. Well, the people of Merritt Island have some questions after a viral video of a terrifying crash during a Christmas boat parade. This happened Saturday night in Merritt Island at a big annual parade on Sykes Creek.
News 6's James Barbero is leading the effort to get some answers.
So by now, maybe you're one of the millions who's seen the video here on Sykes Creek during Saturday night's Christmas boat parade. This jet boat, which looks like it's made out of the body of a Corvette, crashes into another boat.
Oh my God!
At two boats that collided from the parade. There is one patient that they did retrieve from the water that is not moving. They're searching for additional victims. Unknown at this time how many victims.
The FWC tells me 3 people were taken to the hospital. 2 of them released immediately. The FWC would not confirm the health of the 3rd person. Now, watching the parade Saturday night was Don Wilson. He lives just feet from where this happened. Don, you say that this boater in the red jet boat probably didn't have a mechanical failure because you say you saw him driving like that all night.
Yeah, he started further south on the creek and he was doing donuts and driving recklessly, way over the speed limit here, spinning around, and he got too close to other boats and he crashed into one. It was obvious that it was going to happen, and it did very quickly.
This parade is such a tradition here on the canal. To see something like this happen, how did that make you feel?
Well, it was a surprise because we've been here for many, many years, like 25 years, and we've seen the parade year after year, and this has never happened before, so it's quite the exception.
What would you like to see be the outcome of the investigation as it continues?
Well, I think that the fellow who perpetrated that incident should pay a price, maybe go to a boating safety class, and then next time he's out here boating, a little more respectful.
Oh my God!
When I talked to the FWC, they told me they've issued citations, but they wouldn't say to who or what for. When the investigation is complete, we'll let you know what more we find out. By the way, the organizer of the parade, Blue Marlin Real Estate, told me they had no comment about what happened. I wanted to ask them what I see some of you commenting on. Could this incident possibly impact parades in the future? In Merritt Island, Brevard County, I'm James Sparvero, getting results, News 6.
All right, let's get a check of that weather. Meteorologist Jonathan Kega standing by. A really warm day. It warmed up nicely. Awesome. Really nice day. And we have some something to talk about, too, coming this way.
We do, yeah. We're going to keep this stretch of kind of active weather weeks rolling here, at least with these crazy temperature drops. We have one of them coming in a couple of days. Right now, it is gorgeous out there. Very comfortable evening. We have temperatures in Orlando at 72, 71 in Melbourne. We're hanging at 70 in New Smyrna Beach. Wildwood, we're one of the cool spots tonight. Still, though, into the mid-60s. If you're heading out tonight, again, gorgeous evening, very pleasant and comfortable. 68 by 9, mid-60s by 11. Still on the other side of midnight, we're in the low to mid-60s across the board. Big time warm-up continues tomorrow. This is the temperature change over the last 24 hours, so 24 hours ago from where we stand right now, and everything warming up from Dallas to Houston to Little Rock. That bubble of warmth is coming in our direction. Note further back behind, though, we see all that blue indicating colder temperatures over the past 24 hours. A big cold front is in the way, and that is coming Wednesday into Thursday. Just wait till you see how far the temperature tumbles, coming up in about 15 minutes, guys.
All right, Jonathan, thank you. Now to a Lake County city that is becoming a boom town. Recent census data reveal Leesburg has one of the fastest growth rates in the country.
I saw that report come out, Ginger, and when I saw that a few months ago, I was curious what's driving that growth, what's the catalyst behind it. So, yeah, Leesburg has a lot to offer. It's a charming city, surrounded by lakes, relatively affordable, but I thought there had to be more to the story, and sure enough, I found out that it's all thanks to that not-so-little retirement community a few miles to the north. Business is going good for you guys?
Yeah, really good. Shop's been here just a little over a year and really picking up.
John Wasbrowski works at Stafford's Barber Shop in the heart of downtown Leesburg. The city he has known for decades, now experiencing a boom in population growth. What do you think about Leesburg? It's one of the fastest growing cities, not just in Florida, but the entire country.
Yeah, it's definitely, in the last year, it's changed so much with all the new restaurants and development down here.
According to the latest census report, more than 31,000 people now call Leesburg home. The population jumping nearly 9% between 2022 and 2023.
It's Leesburg's time in the crosshairs. We have 40,000 units that we've approved. as far as growth.
New neighborhoods are taking shape like this one right off of 44, but the real driver of the population spike is here, the Villages, as the mega retirement community expands to the south.
So that's all Villages of Westlake.
City Manager Al Minner showed us the acres and acres of land Leesburg has sold to the Villages over the last few years. How much of a role is that playing in Leesburg's growth?
Right now, the Villages' role, probably contrary to popular belief, is the biggest catalyst for our immediate growth.
The Villages is exploding with growth. Where we are right now is about 11 miles from the downtown strip of the Villages. Obviously, they still have the golf, got the golf carts as well, but look at all this land that they have scooped up from not only Leesburg, but other surrounding cities, and they're just gonna keep creeping south, and more places like this will continue to pop up.
They have such a market for their product that they're able to develop it, plan it, and build it. And you pretty much know what's coming.
The Villages development doesn't just bring in new people, but also more tax dollars for the city. A lot more.
It's almost $1 billion now. So I think when we started out, we're about $1.2 billion in taxable value. This year, we're 3.2. So this 1 year alone, we grew 750 million. That money alone really comes back, and we're investing it in core Leesburg.
Some of that investment is going to public safety. Minner says the city plans to add 12 police officers and 6 firefighters in the near future. Another portion is going toward redeveloping some older properties.
Just purchased the Tropic, the old theater, where we're doing a deal where we're going to hopefully move Melon Patch, the arts, and that's going to open up some areas in downtown where we can address parking.
All right, so the combined population of Leesburg, Fruitland Park, Lady Lake, Wildwood has increased 50% between 2010 and 2020. And that's just ending at 2020. It's more now. So it's really having a regional impact. The growth of the Villages and scooping up, buying land within all those different cities is having a regional impact on what it looks like as far as their records. Now, if you ask people, they do see it, but it's a different kind of growth because of the Villages and how unique the situation is with the Villages and how, they really are, they like their golf carts. They like to take it to the golf.
Absolutely.
It's not just, they're not overflowing schools or something along those lines.
Yeah.
So it's a different kind of growth.
I think people don't realize how big the Villages, how big they are, because I've lived here for a long time now, and just driving through, I'm like, am I still in the Villages? It's incredible. And so I can imagine the impact, the long tentacles they must have on other surrounding communities.
No doubt. I mean, drive the turnpike. So let's just start at the station, drive the turnpike like you're going to go to Eola.
Yeah.
And all throughout that stretch, especially where you're seeing the construction being done on the turnpike, a lot of that is the Villages. You keep getting closer. It will eventually reach, I think, Eola, if not even farther to South Lake. So they continue to scoop it up because they're paying a premium and they know how to get it done.
Seems like they're doing it right.
And they stamp that Villages and people move in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's known around the country, actually. Well, Volusia County Schools has a new way to detect weapons on campuses, a weapons detecting dog. Now, this dog and his handler from the sheriff's office just started their new role.
Cute boy right here, also a great boy. News 6's Molly Reed got to see the difference in safety that they hope to make.
You can see all the fences and gates that are around DeLand High School here, plus the doors are all locked, protecting the school from any outside threats. But what about any threats that are already inside the school?
Come on, buddy.
That's where I met the 1-year-old Labrador Retriever, Maverick, who has an important new job.
Myself and Maverick, we went through a K-9 single-purpose detection school for guns and ammunition.
The K-9's handler, Deputy Troy Akeley, has been introducing Maverick to all of Volusia's schools and getting him used to being around the students for almost 3 weeks.
So say we get a tip or we're doing routine proactive stuff at schools and he finds something, he'll alert to that by sitting and staring at whatever we need to check.
The team giving a quick demonstration of what it would look like if he found a gun or ammo. Maverick smelling and snapping at the locker where a test item was hidden.
Oh, he snapped his head a little bit there.
And on the second walk by,
Seats.
And rewarded with a toy.
Woo, good boy!
Captain Todd Smith leads the school district safety team.
Obviously, you see the gates, you see the fences, single point entry, all the other technology that we're using. This is just another added layer of security.
26 weapons have been found on Volusia school campuses so far this year. At the beginning of the school year, I told you how the school district would be starting random searches with moving metal detectors for students. K9 Maverick is another internal checkpoint.
Obviously, he's really cute, so we want to get him out so the kids can see him and know, like he said, that we have another asset in our unit to be able to make sure the kids are safe, which is our ultimate goal.
And the district safety team thinks adding these different measures is also deterring issues. In the 2022-2023 school year, 82 weapons in total were found on Volusia County campuses. That number went down last school year to 50 weapons in total found on campuses. And again, so far this year, 26 have been found, but none of those have been firearms. In Volusia County, I'm Molly Reed, getting results, News 6.
That's incredible.
Maverick can do it all.
What a good boy.
I mean, good looks,
he's got
brains,
it all. He's going to be very big dog on campus,
that's
for
no
sure.
doubt, no doubt. Pun intended. Let's take a look at what's trending right now on Central Florida's #1 news website, clickorlando.com. Winter is coming to Orlando in more ways than one. Central Florida just buzzing about the return of Scott Frost as the head coach of the UCF Knights. The school reintroduced him as the new football coach last night with a 5-year contract going through the 2029 season. UCF first hired Frost in 2015 after a winless season.
Boy, did he turn it around, too. But his second season in 2017, the Knights took the college football world by storm with an undefeated season. They were left out of the college football playoff, though. But a victory against Auburn in the Peach Bowl led to claims of a national championship after a disappointing coaching career at Nebraska. Frost says he is excited to be back in Orlando. You know, sometimes you don't appreciate what you have until it's gone, and now he's back.
And I think if you were to ask Scott Frost, based on a lot of reporting and people who know him, if it was any other school who came calling other than Nebraska, I think he would have sat here because his wife loves Orlando. They both love Orlando. They're raising their kids here. The problem was Nebraska is so close to his heart. He played there.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And he wanted to bring that one, sort of had the same thing happen, what he did with UCF there. He couldn't make it happen, so he's back. And I have great faith that I think UCF's going to be back where they want to be.
The welcome back song.
I love it. I love it. Here are some other stories trending right now on clickorlando.com. It's a name that's raising some eyebrows, but fishermen working off the Gulf Coast say it's befitting of a menacing hammerhead shark. Ginger, eyewitnesses placed this hammerhead at more than 20 feet long. That's right, more than 2,000 pounds as well. There are legends as to why the shark has this nickname. It's Old Hitler. You can check that out. It's explained on clickorlando.com.
20 feet?
20
that is
footer,
incredible.
not a
That's
puppy.
scary. All right. It's the season of giving, but some cities give more than others. Wallet Hub released the list of the most caring cities in America, and let's just say you will need to scroll down a bit to find where Orlando stacks up against other big cities. I find that hard to believe.
Me too.
You can find the list on clickorlando.com. We're #1 with traffic jams and things like that on I-4, but I guess not so giving.
And Foodie City. Well, I think we got replaced on that. You know, we are the city beautiful, Ginger, and
Can't take that away.
Lake Eola is getting even prettier.
Is that even possible? But there are plans for a butterfly garden right along the water. And the organizers say this gesture of gratitude is just the beginning to preserving green spaces in downtown.
And yes, that's Ginger, Lisa, and Julie shopping for the Salvation Army Angel Tree, how they're getting results for families in need. You're watching News 6 at 6:30 live on News 6 Plus. We're getting results in New Smyrna Beach, Longwood, and all of Central Florida. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Your Monday evening traffic alert. You're going to see that lane closure westbound I-4 starting right at 528 overnight. A lot of construction out here. Left lane will be closed and it will slow you down till about 535. Good at picking it up right about 6 o'clock in the morning, and then 417 north and southbound, especially right in our Lake Nona area, you'll see some construction. I'm Trooper Steve with your News 6 traffic alert. Drive safely, and I'll catch you in the morning.
Lake Eola, one of Orlando's most iconic destinations, might get even more beautiful. Thanks to the Orlando Land Trust, the park could soon feature some new additions, including a butterfly garden.
That sounds gorgeous, doesn't it? So the Trust has been hard at work to protect and preserve green space in the heart of the city. News 6's Angie Casado brings us the story behind the Grandmother's Legacy of Love campaign and the passion driving it.
This was the center of Orlando. This is like the oasis of Orlando, and we have very little green space. The fountain is sort of the emblem of the city of Orlando.
Orlando City Council will meet Monday and discuss spending $530,000 for the campaign's efforts. The money would go towards the renovation of Sperry Fountain and the construction of the Butterfly Garden. OLT raised $125,000 last year in their Grandmother's Legacy of Love campaign, an effort led by co-founders Lynn Long, Eugenia Sefkick, and Ted Haddock. Together, they rallied the community to meet a $3.25 million goal to purchase land near Lake Eola and prevent its development.
I don't know if you recall, but there's a large master plan for Lake Eola Park for the renovation. This is going to be the first project that's going to be completed.
Wow,
so
that's exciting.
That's very exciting. We are going to be the first project. So
a true legacy.
A true legacy, yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to have sort of expand these sidewalks. We're going to have an area enclosed where there will be the butterfly garden. The whimsical butterfly sculptures will be within the butterfly garden. And then there's going to be a circular sort of, I think it's going to be made out of some kind of concrete that will be more permanent, where all the grandmothers' children's names will be etched in there.
Wow. A critical piece of funding came from the City of Orlando's Community Redevelopment Agency. Those funds not only preserved the land, but also funded a sculpture that will symbolize the city's dedication to green spaces.
There's just so much history here at Lake Eola. And this is one of our ways of really trying to preserve it and give a legacy to the next several generations of Orlandoans.
The new butterfly garden could serve as a serene retreat and a haven for pollinators, while the sculpture, inspired by nature, would stand as a permanent reminder of what's possible when a community unites. As the Orlando Land Trust continues its work, Lake Eola remains a testament to the power of preservation and passion. For the co-founders, their mission is more than just saving green spaces. It's about leaving a legacy of love. Reporting in downtown Orlando, Angie Casada, Getting Results, News 6.
Mission accomplished, I think, right?
For sure.
And by the way, construction of that new butterfly garden and sculpture are expected to begin in January. You can learn more all about the Orlando Land Trust and all their efforts by heading to clickorlando.com. Doing great work, no doubt.
Yeah, but who would have thought that you could add any more beauty to Lake Eola? So they're going to do it, though.
That's a good point.
All right, let's take you outside and have a live look at our launch credit union camera. This is at Port Canaveral, where it is going to be some whiplash weather going on. Jonathan, Cinnamon started her walk out this morning with a sweater. By the time she came home, she was buck naked. She
was showing Christmas.
I'm like, that's not how walks work.
No, it's crazy, and it's gonna be the same kind of thing. Although I don't think we're gonna start out as chilly this tomorrow morning. We're gonna still be very warm, the 80s, and then all of a sudden you're gonna need the winter gear again. So Thursday morning, that's gonna be your morning where it's gonna be pretty chilly again. That frosted freeze terminology. Wordage comes back into play as you wake up on Thursday morning. For the next couple of days, though, it is going to be warm, but as mentioned, that frost freeze potential, that's going to return late into the week. We're going to pinpoint the timeline on that for you. That's all going to be ushered in by a pretty strong cold front that will also finally increase rain chances across Central Florida. The lawns are certainly feeling it after the spigot is shut off over the last couple of months. We'll talk about when that arrives and how high those rain chances are. And then the whiplash, as Ginger mentioned, that comes in over the next couple of days. Look at this. Average high temperatures for this time of the year. That's going to be that orange line across your screen. That's 75. You see how quickly we bounce up and down. We're in the low to mid 80s tomorrow. Wednesday, we're still warm. That's the day that the front comes through and the rain chances go up. But look at this. On Thursday, high temperatures only the low to mid 60s. Quick rebound this time, though, so we're not keeping the chill around for a few days. This is quickly going to rebound by the weekend. We're talking mid to upper 70s, if not even lower 80s by Sunday into early next work week. So this is going to be a really quick little go of things with this round of colder air. There it is, well up into the upper Midwest. You see the orange and yellow color on your screen. That's where we are in the big-time warmth. The cooler the colors, the cooler the temperature. It's a big old goose egg up in parts of southern Canada, north of International Falls and God's Lake. 0 degrees Fahrenheit. That's where the air mass is right now. It's going to trail behind that cold front over the next couple of days. Timeline. There's 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock on your Tuesday, I should say. The red arrows represent the warmth out ahead of the front. The blue arrows represent the wind direction and the colder wind direction behind the front. So you see rain chances increase with that front itself. Coming through the Panhandle, some strong storms possible early Wednesday morning through the Big Bend and into the Panhandle. Now for us in Central Florida, this front is going to likely cross as we move into the Wednesday afternoon. So this is 2 o'clock on your Wednesday. There's the opportunity for a few thunderstorms and lightning strikes. It has been a while since we've seen or felt that, but a few of those are going to be possible through the early afternoon, and then you see the clearing line. All the clouds go to South Florida. We quickly clear things out, and then that colder air rushes in by Thursday morning. This is Thursday evening now. We are dry, but look at those blue arrows off of the Atlantic, a very cold wind blowing back through, and it's going to be by Thursday morning. That is whenever we will wake up to that frost potential again. Everybody in pink really along into the northwest of I-4. I don't think it's as cold as the last round of colder air that came in, but nonetheless, you might want to take care of your plants as you wake up on Thursday morning. Now here's a look at your pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by Florida Lottery.
Gorgeous night tonight, super comfortable. We're heading back to the 50s, even the low 60s. Rain chances non-existent tonight or tomorrow. We're back to the low to mid 80s inland, right around 80 degrees on the coast. We will see a mix of clouds and sunshine as well, but it's all going to be the ups and downs, the big time roller coaster ride. There are those rain chances again, up to 60% on Wednesday. That's when the front passes itself. Highs on Thursday again in the low to mid 60s, but then quickly pushing 80 degrees for the weekend. Be right back.
Coming up in the morning, a local school district looking to improve safety around school buses.
Who is considering adding cameras on stop arms, and how much people caught breaking the rules will have to pay.
And your weather and traffic every 10 minutes. We'll see you for News 6 Morning starting at 5.
now more than halfway to our goal of bringing Christmas cheer to 5,000 children and 1,000 seniors this holiday season. With your help, more than 3,400 gifts have been returned to the Salvation Army for the annual Angel Tree program. Keep in mind the deadline to bring them back unwrapped is this Wednesday. Every year, we partner with the Salvation Army to get results for this Angel Tree mission, helping thousands of kids and seniors have a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that includes all our promotions and our phone bank on Giving Tuesday. Several News 6 employees also adopt an angel. So Lisa, Julie, and I filled up our shopping carts to get results.
All right, ladies, here we are again.
Yeah, it's that time of year where we get results for all the angels out there.
Yes.
We have a stack full of angels, so we are helping the Salvation Army shop with all the money raised last week.
And we are one of our favorite places, Target. So you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go do this. We're gonna hit the toys first and then maybe the clothes.
Oh my gosh, wicked Legos.
That's cool. It's a 10-year-old boy wants Pokemon stuff.
There's a senior who wants clothing.
There's a dinosaur.
Okay, this is good.
It's just always good to support your community, make sure your community members feel remembered and taken care of, and none of us know when we're gonna fall on hard times.
I'm gonna have to get some of these. Jib versus jab, love it.
That when you look at an angel tag and you guys who help us raise the money go out and fill these, it's more special. And those kids are going to have a very wonderful Christmas.
Okay, I would get this for myself.
There's a lot to choose from here.
The major's modeling a mask.
Okay, we're not going to get that for a child.
I think we need to hit up some clothes.
We need clothes. I love shopping for clothes, and I do it a lot for my nieces and nephews. And for an 8-year-old boy, a 7-year-old boy, I should say, I think is going to be a lot of fun. Because right now he just has that he wants pants on there, but he's going to get so much more than just pants. Isn't this cute?
But beyond shopping, really the best day of the year is distribution day, when we see a lot of the families coming through and picking up these toys and seeing their reaction to it, and you really get an understanding of how meaningful this is.
And you have done a magnificent job.
We worked hard.
Yeah.
You took your tag, you filled your tags, and now we're going to pay for it and get them ready for distribution.
How long did it take you guys to do all that?
Okay, we left the major there. We could not stay for the whole thing because we filled up, Julie, Lisa, and I, we filled up 2 big shopping carts. The major, I've seen them with as many as 6 because it's a lot of
Now these
angels.
are the forgotten angels, or not, I don't want to say forgotten angels, but these are the last
ones who weren't
remaining
chosen.
ones. Right,
yes, exactly. And so it takes them so long to do the whole process. We'd still be there right now, honestly. And they really take such care in making sure they get the right things. That's why we were really looking things over and projecting. I took a page out of your book because I found a little girl who was 3 who needed some stuff. And I said, can she get a jean jacket, a hoodie, and
Put a little outfit together.
Oh my gosh, I totally did. It was great.
That's
It was
awesome.
great. Yeah,
That's
it was
great.
nice. All right, so thank you so much for watching News 6 at 6:30. Stream News 6 online anytime on our News 6 Plus Smart TV app.
We break news on clickorlando.com. They'll see you back at 11. Hope you have a great night. Take care.